started to playing the piano when I was 5. At that time, I just have a friend who has a piano at her home, and I went to her home. I thought that is a big toy. Then I told my dad, okay, I want that big toy. And then my dad just, bought a piano for me the next day. So that's how I started to have the relationship with music. And later on, easily I won a lot of competition, in piano competition in my city and in my states. So my parents thought, oh, maybe this girl has some talents in music. So they sent me to art school. Then I just went to art school as a piano major student, and then naturally I started to just couldn't live without music. Passionate, humble, and the third word I'm not sure, but I also made a lot of mistake. Okay. So I always made a lot of mistake, but I'm not shy to make mistake. I love to learn in the class from the maestro, from the orchestra. So I always ask the concertmaster, is this a good tempo for you? Then it's just yes, I feel, yeah, that's how I learn. So,
that's how it kind of works.
Yeah. What made me smile?
Yeah. This question makes you smile.
It's a question?
Yeah.
I think, you know what? Most of Chinese, they have a very serious face. Very, very serious face. And when you go to, Asia, the Korea, Japan, China, we are just serious person. We are very, very serious. Last September, when I first came to Mexico, I saw everyone is then I feel, wow, that's so different. Because I'm the person, when I was in Beijing, I love to laugh every day. So everybody think, why are you so happy? That is the question. I said, we can live. That's making me happy, And every day we read a lot of news. The plan,
right.
the blah blah blah. People die, people cry, but the safe trip. I can be here. I can work with the orchestra. That's whole enough for me to smile. Yeah, I just think the smiling thing for me is just so easy. From I was a child, I just a happy girl.
People.
Yes,
yeah.
Smiling people every day. Yes, that's a pity question because last year one of my good friend, JJ, every day you do just related to music. What besides music? What do you do? Then at a second I just, I don't know. But actually I like go to the museum. I like to go to the museum. I like to see the painting, and sometimes I will paint by myself, even though I never learned how to paint. Yes. All right. Okay. So about this question, I have to thank for this competition. Ofunam competition, because after the competition, many Chinese know there is a JJ and she won a competition and in Mexico, and later on, National Center for Performing Arts, they know the news and they invited me to do a children's opera last December.
Okay.
Did a new opera premiere. For NCPA, I've did a few opera already. So my passion for music, not only with the symphonic piece, but the other one is the opera and Chinese opera and the Chinese original opera. That is what I want to dig out in the future.
So that's your most significant collaboration by far.
Collaboration?
Yeah.
Collaboration? What kind of, which mean collaboration?
That
with
you
the
work
orchestra?
with, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With
Yeah, in China, yes, I work with a few orchestra, yeah, but I guess Mexican people don't know the orchestra's name. But besides China, I went to Switzerland, the Gestalt Festival a few years ago. And when I was 21 years old, I've been selected by Haitink. When Haitink, I went to the Lucerne Festival, participated for his master class. But for the professional orchestra, I don't have the experience with the European orchestra. Just some little orchestra in States and Ofunam, and a few orchestra in China. Okay. When I was in China, the orchestra I work with, they're super young. The eldest person is maybe like 50 years old. So when I came to Ofunam, I found out like our concertmaster, many musicians there has so much experience in the orchestra. It's like 35 or 40 years in orchestra. That's for me, it's a new experience. Work with the orchestra is a combination with a young and elder person. And during the competition, that was my first time working with Ofunam. I have to say, I have to thank for them because I feel so much support from them. Yes, every request everything I request. Sometimes I think it sounds a little bit during the competition. I think it's maybe a little bit ridiculous. It sounds, but they try hard to achieve a young lady's idea. Yeah. So that's I feel wow. I feel
they have the attitude for you.
So I feel so much support and so much warm thing from the orchestra. Okay, this time when I'm back for this concert, for this program, I have to say that Rimsky-Korsakov, the orchestra know this piece so much. I definitely they play this piece again and again. So I have to say they are my teacher. I learned a lesson from them. And the Swan Lake Suite, many of them has the different idea about this piece. And also I have different ideas. So during our rehearsal, we are like amigo.
Yeah.
We are like amigo. I'm not like we have to do that. No, we are like amigo. We are trying to find out the best way we can make the music together. Okay, last September, I come to Mexico. Before that, I have to say I don't know the orchestra in Mexico, so I went to the Wikipedia to want to know some history about this orchestra. Then saw name, Zuo Huangchen. That was wow! I never thought he has this kind of experience in this orchestra. Then I went to YouTube. Then I searched Ofunam, Zuo Huangchen. Then I saw a lot of Chinese concert that he did here.
With Chinese
that I think that's crazy because by generation to generation, that is how we. Because when I was young, when I was a teenager, Zuo Huangchen is like an icon.
Yeah, I know it.
In China, and. Before his generation, like 1980, before 1980, Chinese, there is no Chinese could go abroad to study music. So Zuo Huangchen is the first generation. He went out of China, and by the recommendation by Seiji Ozawa, he went to Juilliard and then started his career.
Yeah.
So his story in China, in our music students, is like a icon, yeah.
So you're happy that you are conducting in the same place that he has been conducting for years.
Yeah. I'm so happy could conduct the same orchestra which is Zuo Huangchen and work with them for 4 years and in this beautiful sala.
Nezahualcóyotl.
Sala.
Neza,
yeah. But personally, I don't know Zuo Huangchen. I hope that maybe in the future when I'm back to Beijing, I could have some contact with him. Yeah. Oh, I remember one time I will remember one time he conducted like Beautiful Night. And I work in a choir, children choir. I just take my kids, work with him. So far, I don't have the chance to know him by personal. Yeah. So when I got the email last October, it's 1 month after the competition, I didn't accept that kind of great opportunity come so soon. so happy to be back. Myself bring a piece to Ofunam, that is a Chinese piece. The composer's name is Qigang. He was the last student of the French composer Messiaen. And so you can find in that piece many color is from the French music. It's from the Ravel, Debussy to Messiaen. That is how he used the orchestra, how he used the percussion, used the technique, but it's make the unique sound. But Qigang Chen, when he was a child, his daddy let him to learn what is a Chinese opera. Yeah. Chinese opera is so different from the Western opera. It's like so he used the element in this piece also. When you hear the woodwind and the string, some solo, it's all the imitation. So that is all from Chen's blood. It's the Chinese element. But the many years when he lived in France, he learned so much the Western technique from Messiaen. So I would say the piece Wu Xing, the Chinese is called Wu Xing, but which means the 5 element. It's a really great combination with the Oriental music. Yeah, and with the Western technique. It's a really good combination. So that's why I bring this piece to Mexico. So I thought, I hope that the people will love this piece. Okay, the other 2 pieces is all Russian music. Russian music, the Rimsky-Korsakov's, the Capriccio Español, and the very classical Swan Lake Suite by Tchaikovsky. These 2 pieces is the Ofunam asked me to do. Actually, when they asked me, oh, could you do that? I said, yes. But for me, it's all my first time to do these 2 pieces. I have to say, for me, it's a great lesson because it's so many dancing music. Chinese
never dance.
I know. That Chinese, we love to do the Tai Chi.
Yeah, but never dance.
But like we never do that. So the thing is how I can feel the rhythm from the music. That's the first lesson I will learn. Our percussionist, it's they just naturally have the rhythm in their body, typical the timpani. Every time I said boom, 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 boom. I never saw the timpani. We'll play that like that. Chinese like. So I feel so much fun, to working the dancing music and with the different dance, so many dancing in the music. So for me, that's really interesting. And also I have a little bit inspiration of my taste of this piece. So these 2 days I work with the orchestra to consult with my taste and their taste. I try to mix our taste together to achieve a really good music. But I think now it's near to the final. Yeah, it's close. So I'm looking forward to the concert.
JJ, thank you so much for this interview. Really, we appreciate it.
Yeah, I hope you love it. Amigo.
Know how to dance at the end of this. Nessa. Yeah. And then you come back to China and tell all of them, now I know how I can dance.
Yeah. Because you can tell that I'm a passionate conductor, but you know, with the dance music, I just couldn't, you know, stop and to wave with them. That is for me is very, very interesting.
You have to go to dance salsa.
That